Testimony Tuesday. Okay, so I know it's people that like to tell you things, like to testify after the storm, like after they receive all their blessings, after everything is restored back upon them. But I would like to come to you and tell you my testimony through the storm. So back in February, I was struggling, battling with the decision to keep one of my businesses. Like God gave me the vision for a new business, which I took the vision and ran with it. But I had the other business I was working on that was blocking my vision for the business that God actually called me for. So back in February, I went to the conference. A business conference. And I was for sure that I was ready to go to the next level in that business. I was for sure that I was ready to go to the next level. But I kept getting this conviction like, this is not for you. At first I thought it was fear. Then I started to realize this may be God telling me. So I continued to contemplate on it. It wasn't an instant decision for me. Like I heard God's voice, but I didn't know that the voice was from God. That was just me playing in my own head with fear. But it actually wasn't fear, it was God. And I asked God to increase my faith. And God revealed this to me recently. So I asked God to increase my faith. The reason why this came about. And God told me to increase my faith, I had to eliminate my streams of income. Now y'all know I am an advocate of multiple streams of income. And I was like, Lord, are you sure? You told me that it wasn't meant for me to be in poverty. You told me that it wasn't meant for me to be living poor. Lord, are you sure you want me to eliminate my streams of income? Nah, this can't be the Lord. This can't be. This means so much to me. Lord, I know you're not telling me this. That's just what's going on in my head. So, I went to the conference to see if I would get an epiphany. And I was still hyped up about doing business, y'all. I was still hyped up. But when I came back, I heard a voice say, this is not where I called you to be. And then I started having flashbacks of why certain things weren't working. Like why it didn't work out with my kids' schedule, or why I couldn't make it to meetings, or why I wasn't able to align my schedule with having a profitable business. And God was showing me then that he didn't call me to do that. God showed me that what he called me to do, it will prosper. That was my decision for that business, and I did consult with God before making that decision. If I did, it would not have done, I wouldn't have been in it. But although I did do it, God still caused things to work in the business, I learned a lot. It wasn't like I got nothing out of it. I made profits. I made money. But I learned so much. But it just wasn't what God called me to do. Simple. You can be, just like Candace said last night, you can be thriving in something and doing well in it, but it's not what God called you to do. God will still make it work out for your good, but I had to eliminate my incomes to build my faith. And when I say that was the hardest thing to do, it was hard, and it is still. I just prayed through it, because Lord knows in these days you can't survive off of one income. Like, it's hard to survive off of one income, but the power of God is so great. God has been providing all the needs. Like, Brandon covers the bills anyway. I usually do like the food and the stuff we need around the house, or if we need any necessities or things to clean the house, or any clothes or shoes the kids need, or any diapers or anything. I usually get that. So in this time, it has been a struggle, but I can't lie. God has provided everything we needed. Just the other day, I was supposed to go to the grocery store, and I kid you not, y'all, I had only $10, and I was gonna make that $10 stretch. I promise y'all, I was gonna make it stretch. I was gonna get a meal, a poor man's meal, get some rice and, make it a little dish. But a friend of ours called and said that the church was giving away food boxes. And when I say it was right on time, y'all, it was right on time. That food box had at least 2 weeks worth of food in there. 2 weeks. It had chicken, it had sausage, it had rice, it had beans, it had bread, eggs. It had a little bit of everything. Got fruit and vegetables. Y'all, when I say I was so grateful, I couldn't do nothing but thank God. And God has been providing the needs, like even when we get low on money, God still provides. And it just be random stuff. Like, just random. God still provides, like, carry me through. And it's so, I'm always in awe. Like, I know the power of God and what God can do, but I'm always so in awe, like so amazed how God just show up right when you need him. Like, if this hadn't increased my faith, I don't know what to tell y'all. But it has increased my faith so much. And when you pray for stuff, you gotta be ready to do it. You gotta be ready to believe. You gotta be ready to receive. Because during this time, it's not easy, but I keep my eyes focused on what God promised me. Like, God has promised me prosperity. This right here is only a phase that I have to go through. A phase that I have to go through to help others to see the power of God. Like, y'all can see me at my lowest. I'm not ashamed. If it was years ago, I probably would have been ashamed to tell somebody that. But I'm not ashamed, because I know what God is going to do in my life. I already know that God is going to restore everything that he's taken away. God is going to restore everything that I lost, more than I could think of, more never imagined. And I know it. God gives me little clips of what He wants to do in my life. So I'm not ashamed. This is not like a pity party or anything, because I'm still grateful. I'm still blessed that God has provided through the storm. God is still carrying me through the storm. But I just want to say to anybody who's going through it, there is sunshine on the other side. Like, pray and fight through it. Fight through it. Keep your faith. God carries you. Just remember, God is always there with you. When you're going through the fight, God is there with you to get down in the mud with you. So don't be discouraged. Keep fighting a good fight. And remember that God is always with you. And that's